What's good? What's good, y'all? It's the Black Horseman. Shout out to the UGC. That's the underground community. Shout out to True Media. That's everybody that keeps it 100, staying true to who they are, and doing their part in this media, man. Um, Man, we'll talk the latest in boxing. Good afternoon to everybody, wherever you at. Smash the like button as you come up in here, man. And for the ones that's going to catch the playback, leave a comment below, man. If you're new, subscribe, hit that bell icon, man. But once again, big shout out to UGC. That's the underground community, man. And everybody has been showing tremendous support to Black Horseman. But let's just get right into this, man. Talk about the latest in boxing. We got this weekend coming up. We got Claressa Shields versus Christina Hammer. That definitely should be a banger right there, man. That definitely should be a very exciting fight for women's boxing. Claressa Shields is trying to make history in 9 fights, trying to become undisputed. Of course, she's a 2-time Olympian, gold medalist, and, out of Flint, Michigan, pretty much come from nothing. And she's fought her way up to the top. And now she's trying to, really make some noise in the sport of boxing, not just in women's boxing, but just in boxing, period. She wants to be a household name. She wants to be that next superstar, man. But she's got a tough task in front of her. Christina Hammer is she's been a champion, I believe, almost 9 years now. And she's been calling out Claressa Shields from before she even became a professional. And, of course, Claressa Shields did not take the challenge right away because, she needed to get some experience under her belt. And we're gonna definitely see if 8 fights was enough experience for her to get in there with Christina Hammer and, conquer that test. But we got to definitely find out and see. But Christina Hammer, man, she's got height advantage, she got reach advantage, she got experience, and she's been a champion a lot longer. Claressa Shields, she's doing it in her own way. She's on a fast track to greatness. And the only thing I've questioned is more about, is it arrogance or is it just extreme confidence? I think she has skills, but it's all about the type of competition that you have in front of you. I was, I was low key impressed with the fight she had with Hannah Gabriels. I did my homework with Hannah Gabriels. Hannah Gabriels, came in there and gave Claressa Shields some problems in there, man. Dropped her in the first round, and then but Claressa Shields, she made certain adjustments and she stuck to her game plan and she was able to get the job done. So, I saluted her on the victory. But I don't know. We got to see if she can pass this test against Christina Hammer. Of course, I'm going to be rooting for her. I'm going to, stand behind my American champion and Christina and Claressa Shields, that is. But I'm not sleeping on Christina Hammer. I'm really not. I think that it can go 2 ways, man. Christina Hammer can probably, the best game plan for her is to keep Claressa Shields on the outside, control her with the jab, use your reach, and counterpunch. Jab from the outside, counter with the right hand, tie her up if she gets on the inside. I think Claressa Shields is best chances. She definitely gonna need to move her head. Use head movement. Make Christina Hammer very uncomfortable in there and get in on the inside and hit her everywhere. Waist, body, brass, head, shoulders, everything. Just dog her. I think that Claressa Shields has the ability to get in there and out rough, out rough Christina Hammer. I think Christina Hammer probably wants to keep it more of a pretty fight, keep it on the outside and not really get into major exchanges with Claressa Shields, because I think that'll benefit Claressa Shields. But I think Christina Hammer has the ability to make certain fighters frustrated. I think she can get Claressa frustrated because Claressa Shields is an emotional fighter. Most women are naturally emotional, but she's an emotional fighter to where when she makes mistakes, I can see her, you can see it in her face. You can probably see her in the corner. And she can actually let it, kind of give her opponent some advantages in there. But it can work to her favor too, being an emotional fighter. Some people fight good when they, have a lot of emotion, and some fighters, they lose control. They load up too much on their shots. They trying too hard, and they end up getting picked apart. So hopefully that don't happen to Clarissa Shields, but I'm definitely gonna be tuning in for that one. Also been seeing some talks, Teofimo Lopez, and this talks about him trying to possibly get a fight with Vasily Lomachenko before he goes up and moves up to 140. Teofimo Lopez is an exciting fighter. I like the way this guy fights. He brings a lot of excitement, a lot of power, and skills. He's undefeated. He's believe what top rank. He's supposed to be coming. Excuse me. He's supposed to be coming back on the undercard of Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him. He's always an exciting to see when he's in there. And so I want to definitely see how he looks. I like the fact that he's an active fighter. He planned to literally fight 4 times this year. So he's returning in let me see here, pull him up. So yeah, he's back on April 20th. And then he said he wanted to be back in July. And then make another fight return at the end of the year. So he wants to get about a total of 4 fights. And this opponent only has 2 losses, never been stopped, and has 31 fights. So I don't recognize nobody on his resume to really say that this guy is going to be somebody who's going to give him some serious problems or whatnot. But we got to see. We definitely got to see. In 12 fights, Teofimo Lopez has knocked out 10 opponents. So a lot of people know who he is. We know what he brings to the table. On the Lomachenko side, a lot of people are feeling like he's just clout chasing, if you will. He's just trying to use his name for some attention or whatnot. But I don't know, man. And I think, to be honest with you, I don't know if it would be a good idea for Lopez this early in his career to pursue after Lomachenko. Lomachenko was able to have some success, in a small amount of fights. You know what I mean? But not everybody can do that. I think Lomachenko is just a special fighter, man. He's very, very skilled. To be honest with you, man, I mean, for a while, a lot of people would say that he was overrated, this, that, and the other. But Lomachenko can fight, man. He really can fight. I've seen this guy. Some people think that somebody gets exposed when you see them face some adversity in the fight. I don't feel like that they get exposed when that. It just shows me their character. It shows me another side of them that when they get hurt, can they actually make adjustments? Can they bounce back from that? You may have a bad round. You might get dropped. What do you do after that? And Lomachenko, when he fought Jorge Linares and he got dropped, I was impressed with what he was able to do after he got dropped. The guy just got more sharp on his defense, and he actually came forward a lot more aggressively, and he just stopped goofing off. Like, not saying that, I mean, because there's times when Lomachenko, he'll kind of goof off. He like to toy around with his opponents, but he knew he had to just get it together. It was kind of embarrassing. He got dropped, and he did what he had to do. To get the victory. Lomachenko is going to be fighting a week before Teofimo Lopez on April 12th against Anthony Crolla. I don't know nothing about this guy, Anthony Crolla, but this guy, let me see how active he is. His last fight was last November the 10th, 2018. And so, it's been quite a few months. And he'll be back in there on the 12th of this month. Matter of fact, damn, that's this weekend. Damn, I'm slipping. So yeah, man, shout out to the boxing fans, man. We got Clarissa Shields and Christina Hammer fighting this weekend, and then we got Lomachenko coming back this weekend against Anthony Crolla. So man, that's dope. That's dope, man. That's this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hearing that not a lot of people are trying to jump in there with Lomachenko. I don't know if what's gonna happen with Mikey Garcia. As we all know, Mikey Garcia got dominated by Errol Spence. He went to 12. That I think of the 9-fight knockout streak was snapped, but he was tough. He was in there. He didn't quit. Nobody threw in the towel. Even though I heard that Derek James was screaming, telling him stop the fight and all that, but it didn't happen. Mikey Garcia um, didn't come in there to just get knocked out. So he's just a tough guy, but he definitely got dominated in the fight. So we got to see how Mikey Garcia can respond after coming off this loss. Lomachenko already tasted defeat early in his career. The second fight against Orlando Salido. And since then, it's just been wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wins straight after his first and only loss versus Orlando Salido, the shoplifter, as they want to call him. What's up, Charles D? What's happening, bro? So, I'm gonna give Lomachenko his respect as a very skilled fighter. The only thing, man, that stands out to me is the fact that this guy is not enrolled in the Nevada Clean Boxing Program. I'm big on that. These fighters, when you at the top level, there should really be no excuse, man. You need to be subject to some random blood in your intestine. And I don't know what's going on with Lomachenko with that. I don't know when he plans on enrolling in the Nevada Clean Boxing Program. I don't know what's gonna happen with Mikey Garcia. If he's gonna come back and try to fight Lomachenko, I think that's the best thing he can do. Just get in there and challenge this guy. And you'll pretty much reignite your career. He don't really lose that much. As far as lose that much momentum to me. He's the one that actually made the fight happen. He called out Errol. He went up there. He fought the whole 12 rounds, got dominated, but he didn't get stopped. And like we talked about before the fight happened, like a lot of people knew if this guy even went the distance, man, it was just you was going to give him some respect, and it was just going to be like, damn, Errol it was not going to be a good look, and it just wasn't really a great look. He impressed me on the boxing ability, but it was just like, man, you couldn't get this little dude out of there, So Mikey is a skilled fighter, but he's just not that great at 147. At least we didn't see it in the Errol Spence fight. So maybe he'll go back down and continue to defend his WBC title at 135, and hopefully he can unify. As of right now, Lomachenko's holding on to the WBA and the WBO. He's the unified guy. He's the number one at the 135 division. So if Mikey really want to prove something and reclaim himself back at the top, if you want to consider yourself like top pound for pound, I think that's the fight to make it happen. Go down and beat Lomachenko at 135, and we're talking about you top pound for pound, 1 or 2, something like that. It's very competitive right now. You got some guys that's doing some great things, unifying. Daring to be great. They taking risk. I can't say that for everybody, but you got these guys that's literally trying to prove how great they are. Lomachenko is doing that. Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs is doing that. They trying to prove how great they are. Jared Hurd is doing that. Who else is doing that? I want to see if Mikey is going to do it. And hopefully these welterweights get it together and dare to prove how great they are and want to unify. Sean is saying he want to unify. Errol, I don't know what the fuck Errol doing. I don't know what the hell Errol doing. As far as heavyweights, Deontay Wilder is staying loyal to one side, so he's not trying to unify. And so I respect more of the fighters that are taking risk and willing to unify, get in there and prove to the world that they'll face anybody, any top dog in their weight class. It don't matter what sanction a body. It don't matter, and not allow politics and all that to prevent the big fights from happening. But I think Lomachenko. I think he's willing to fight any and everybody. I think he'll fight Mikey Garcia. I think that he'll fight Teofimo Lopez if that fight presents itself. So on and so forth, man. So, like I said, my only question mark with Lomo at this point is like, man, I just don't know if he's a clean athlete all year round. I don't know. Not accusing him of nothing, but when I don't see somebody enrolled in the Nevada Clean Boxing Program, that concerns me, man. That concerns me. And this guy's been a champion for a while. for a while, man. So, um, and then Lomachenko's also a prime example that you don't have to have an undefeated record, man, to be considered a top guy, to be considered top pound for pound. A lot of people regard him as top pound for pound, 1, 2, or 3, and he's already got a loss. Matter of fact, you look at every guy that's at the top pound for pound. We got Canelo Alvarez up there. He got a loss and 2 draws. Lomachenko got a loss. Jarrett Hurd is undefeated, so I definitely consider him the top 5. Who else am I thinking? I'm missing. Mikey is probably still up in that conversation. 5, 6, or 7. Somewhere up there. He's got a loss now. So you don't necessarily have to have a undefeated record to be considered one of the top fighters in the sport. Top guys can take a loss, bounce back, and they become better fighters, man. They become better fighters after defeat because it's not pressure on you to protect your O at that point. It's just like, you know what? I already tasted defeat. I already know what I got to do. Shit, let me go ahead and try to take somebody else O. Sean Porter, he's trying to unify. He got 2 losses, but he's still a champ. So, I respect guys like that. I do. But we got to see definitely what's going to happen with that. So, once again, we got Lomachenko versus Anthony Crolla this weekend. And then we got Carissa Shields versus Christina Hammer coming up this weekend, man. Hopefully they go ahead and get these fights made in the welterweight division when it comes to Sean Porter and Errol Spence. I really don't know what the holdup is, man. I think that the PBC owes us a great fight, man. A great fight. Not a tune-up type of fight. I just been seeing a bunch of tune-ups lately, man, on the PBC side. We got Wilder getting ready to face Brazil. I consider that a tune-up. I understand it's a mandatory defense, but it's not something that I'm clawing at, to see. But I'm glad that that's going to be on regular Showtime, so that's cool. But PBC need to just quit it with all these damn tune-up fights, man. Warm-up fights and shit. I want to see actual action-packed risk type fights, man. I think Sean Porter versus Errol Spence, that's a great fight. I low-key favor Errol Spence to win that fight, but I actually just got to see it because I really don't know. I really don't know who will come out on top for sure. If I had to make a prediction right now, I probably got to say 60-40 Errol Spence. As far as Keith and Manny Pacquiao, I've been hearing people say that July 13th or something like that is the date, but I can go to BoxRec and I don't see nothing scheduled yet. So maybe they close to getting it done, but it ain't in stone yet. I don't see it as official yet on BoxRec. So hopefully that fight does happen. And we'll clearly see who's the best on the WBA side between Keith and Manny. We'll see if Manny is still got something, and or we'll see if Keith has really fallen all the way off, or we see if Keith is all the way back, and we'll see if just what I mean. So, of course, Keith beating Manny, a lot of people probably already expect that, but I'm not sleeping on Manny Pacquiao. I'm just not. I think he's still dangerous even at 40. And I just feel like at this stage in Keith's career, if Keith gets in some type of trouble, hey man, it's gonna be interesting to see if Manny Pacquiao can get him out of there and close the show. Because Manny Pacquiao is very, very deceptive with his punches, man, combinations and all that. Mexican Fight Fan, what's up, dog? Everything good over here, bro. What's going on with you, man? So I definitely want to. I think that stylistically, that makes for an exciting fight, Manny and Keith. I do. Of course, that's not the best fight to make in boxing, but where Keith is at right now and where Manny is at right now in his career, I think that's the best fight to make. And I think that makes for an exciting fight. And maybe I can give the edge to Keith, man, just off youth, height, speed, defense. But Keith gotta be sharp, man. Keith gotta be sharp. And he better he gotta really connect on Manny Pacquiao, man. Hit Manny was something that he ain't never felt before. You know, shit, because Manny, man, I mean, even though he's been stopped, you know, by Marquez and shit, and even stopped early on in his career, but Manny's a tough guy. You know, I didn't see this guy take shots and just walk, you know what I mean? Still, you know, bat his gloves together and shake it off and start pressing harder. You know, like I seen Floyd Mayweather hit him with some crucial straight rights, man. And it was like this guy just literally he didn't allow that to stop him, man. He wanted to just like, okay, come on, let's go. Give me more of it, you know? Like Manny's one of them guys, like you're gonna have to really knock him out. You got to hurt him bad or literally knock him out to keep him from coming, you know. Because even when he fought Mayweather and he was, you know, getting out boxed, it didn't keep him from coming forward. You know, Floyd had to literally use a whole lot of movement. And if he makes Keith use a whole lot of movement, Keith be fading, man. Keith fades it late in the fights. And Manny Pacquiao don't really fade like that. So maybe Manny can catch Keith late. We don't know. So I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna have to wait until that fight is officially made. And then as the fight, you know, starts getting closer, I have to revisit that. You know, I mean, just right off the top of my head, I would say probably Keith, slight favorite. But I really don't know. I think Manny could you know, at this point, and from what I've seen from Keith, even though I felt Keith boxed good against Lopez, it was just certain things I didn't like in that fight. Like he makes critical mistakes in fights, man. Critical mistakes. And he's never lost. Okay. So I've seen Keith in a lot of trouble, but he has never lost a fight. He's always found a way to win the fight. But, you know, Manny Pacquiao has a lot of experience and he knows when you hurt and he knows how to come in and let his hands go, you know, and hit you from angles and, you know, his speed and, you know, so it's going to be a tough fucking fight for Keith, man. It's going to be a tough fight. And Keith got to be all the way 100. Hopefully Keith is not allowing his weight to get up because he don't want to be having a goddamn a weight loss training camp. That nigga need to have his weight close to, you know what I'm saying, fight weight, you know, no more than about like 10 pounds, you know, out from the you know, fight weight or something like that. 160 at the most. And man, get your fucking goddamn fucking footwork together. Got, you know, your head movement. You just gonna have to and be in shape, be in tip-top shape because Manny Pacquiao gonna be in shape. And Manny Pacquiao gonna keep coming. Manny gonna have to come after Keith. Keith is gonna be trying to bait him in. And Keith has the ability to move and then stop and just let like 3 or 4 shots go and catch you, you know. So I think Keith has a good chance to really hurt Manny Pacquiao, but he got to really commit. And I don't know. We got to see if Keith can do that. What's up, Bias? What's going on, bro? Charles D says Ponytail need to drop that strap. I mean, shit. If you know, if this nigga after this fight, you know, say if he beats Manny and he's not ready to get in there and face the winner out of Smith and Sean, yeah, get up out of here. You know, get your ponytail ass out the way, you know. But I mean, he got that little tune-up out the way. I don't consider Manny a tune-up, you know. I think that that's actually a step up and that's a competitive fight, even at the age that Manny Pacquiao's at right now. So we just got to see what's going to happen with that. Mexican Fight Fan says, I don't think Pacquiao will fight Ponytail. Pacquiao just signed with Rizin. Damn, yeah, I heard about that shit. You know, I didn't read the article. Haven't watched any videos yet. I just been seeing the headlines. So I don't know what the fuck that means, man. Like, are they promoting him or man, that's crazy, man. If Keith doesn't land this fight with Manny Pacquiao, I don't know what the hell he gonna do. I don't know what the hell he gonna do, man. Umpire says, I'm going to keep it 1,000. The Manny that walked through Cotto in 2009, I don't know if Floyd would have beaten him. He was on them roids, man. He was on them roids. Now, I don't know what Manny was on, man, but Manny hasn't walked through nobody like that. since that random blood and urine came around. You know, since that conversation was had. And then he went to Malaysia and then miraculously stopped Lucas Matisse. I can guarantee you Vada wasn't there. Charles D says, this is turning into one big shit show. Joe says, Keith says he walks around 165. Yeah, man, I just think like, you know, if this fight gets made between him and Manny, man, he need to stay around 160. Don't get up to 170, 180, nigga. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. Because Manny gonna have this nigga moving. Keith do too much moving, dog. That's the thing that be concerning me. Like I really feel like Keith got a hell of a punch, man, but he not committing no more, man. He not sitting down in the shots like that no more. You know, he punching off his toes, he moving. You know, I think the last time I really seen him really kind of just sit there and commit was when he fought Sean Porter. I think it was the Sean Porter fight, man. He rocked the fuck out of Sean. Sean had to literally grab onto his back to keep him falling. Sean said that's the hardest he ever been hit. So I know the dude has power, but I think he be you know, trying not to get hit. So when you thinking defense first, you know, you're not gonna really be all the way on offense letting your shit go. Joe says Keith, okay. Charles D says at Unbiased, it doesn't matter what Manny showed up. Floyd was gonna wash him. Oh yeah, I mean Floyd was a different. I mean, at the end of the day, man, I don't know. But I just think that was a different Manny. That was a different Manny, man. Charles D says, fight the winner of Khan versus Crawford. Who? You mean for Keith? Nobody on the PBC side is gonna face Crawford next, man. I can almost guarantee that. Charles D says against DSG2. You talking about Keith letting his hands go? Like sitting down on the shots? Yeah, he did early on until he started feeling Danny's power. And you know what? Danny's power is crucial too, I think. Like he got that like Keith even talked about it. He said he's very heavy-handed, man. He said you can feel the weight on his shots. So to be honest with you, man, like I'm not saying that like I don't know. Like what y'all think? Who y'all think got more power, Danny or Keith? Like I know Keith caught Danny early on, but like he caught him in the exchanges. So it was like a shot he didn't see. Because Keith is fast. Like, you know, so Keith, he'll get his shots off and he'll kind of hit you with a shot you weren't expecting. And it kind of threw him off balance. He hit Danny with some good shots in that fight. But Unbiased says, Keith, yeah, man, it's just like I just feel like I guess be seeming like Danny has more power at times because Danny fights flat-footed and Keith be moving so much. Keith don't, he been fighting on his toes a lot lately. Charles D says Danny has pop to keep you honest. Thurman has pop to KO. Yeah, y'all right, man. So in the welterweight division, man, y'all feel like who y'all feel got the most power right now? With that being said, who y'all feel has the most power? Like that knockout type power. Like they can get you with one shot. AOBZ says, Keith, Danny knocked nobody out at 147. Damn, he didn't? What he fought? Khan at 140? He knocked out Khan at 140. No, he knocked out what was that dude's name? Or was that at 142? Oh yeah, Rios. Okay, he knocked out Rios. I forgot about that, Unbiased. Yeah, he stopped Rios. Matisse was at 140, Charles D. I think that was at 140. I just thought it was a guy that he fought. I thought that was at 147. It was his comeback fight. Now he took a little long layoff, and then everybody was saying he was cherry picking. He knocked out some dude. Let me pull it up. AOBZ says nobody got that one punch. So if nobody really got that one punch, right? Who do you still got? Who do y'all feel has the most power though at 147? Let me pull up Danny real quick because this one guy I think we missing that he knocked out at 147. Unless that was at 140 and I'm just mistaken. It was Samuel Vargas. He knocked out Sammy Vargas at 147. And he knocked out Paulo Malignaggi. He knocked out Malignaggi, Vargas, and Rios. Charles D says Spence and Thurman have the ability. Unbiased says Thurman has the one punch. AOBZ says I would have to say Spence because of the Brook fight. So because of the Brook fight, you think that Spence has the most power, like knockout power? I mean, that was a TKO. That wasn't a KO. He took a knee. Like that wasn't no like he get credit for the TKO. That was a stoppage. That wasn't like a knockout. Like he knocked him off his feet. I'm talking about like that kind of power. Like, but even if they none of these guys is doing that like that. Like who you feel got that one power, like that one shot that can literally stagger you, like, bro, like buckle you. You know what I'm saying? Make you dizzy and shit. Make you want to hold on to him. Charles G said, I forgot about Vargas. Yeah, I knew it was one of them guys. Unbiased says Spence breaks you down. Yeah, he breaks you down. Yeah, I might have to go to Keith, man. I might have to go to Keith. But I just don't feel like he's been fighting like that lately. You know, he's been more of a defensive fighter. As he's gone up higher in competition, he's became more defensive. Same thing kind of like with Floyd. Like when Floyd was, as he went up in higher in competition, he just got more defensive, man. It wasn't like Floyd can't punch. Because matter of fact, Shane Mosley just said that shit in a recent interview. He was like, no, Floyd can punch, man. But, you know, when you defense first, man, you know, you're not really committing to your power like that on offense. You just, you know, AOBZ says probably Thurman had that raw power, but I think he shot. He said nigga shot. Charles D said Floyd had bad hands. Yeah, he did have bad hands. Yeah. Yeah, man. He did. I mean, that nigga screamed in the ring one time. He hit somebody on the side of the head. They're like, ah, shit. Nigga took a knee. I was like, damn, Floyd, did you just scream, fam? And that's what the question mark came. That's when I heard that this nigga started using the injections and shit in his hand or whatever that was, man. You know. So Charles says Pretty Boy was knocking shit out. Yeah, he was knocking niggas silly, bro. Floyd was just so accurate, man. Like early on, like at 130 and 135, dude would just be landing so many flush shots. I remember when he fought, it was Corley, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. That nigga hit this dude with like 5 clean, accurate shots, bro. Corley had to just drop to a knee like, damn, this nigga just, I got a migraine. This nigga just hit me like 5 clean times on the head. You know. Yeah, that's what it was. Cortisone shots. Yeah, man. He was, so that shit suspect. Joe, what's up, man? He says Thurman can crack. He hasn't been committing, though. Got to hit Spence in the body. He said got to hit Spence in the body. You mean like Thurman need to hit Spence in the body or something when they fight? Niggas don't really be going to Thurman Spence's body like that. Right. Yeah, and Bobby says Floyd versus Manfredi was fire. Yeah, man. Floyd was going, he was looking for the KO at that time. You know. Floyd did everything right, man, in his career. Like for his boxing career until the end. Like when he started getting to the end, that shit was stupid. But early on, like Floyd, that was like everybody should just study Pretty Boy Floyd, man. How he did it. That nigga was the epitome of flashy, skills, power, defense, everything. Roger Mayweather had that nigga right, bro. Roger Mayweather had him right. His dad had him right too for the elite level. It was like he needed Roger at a particular time in his career, and then he needed his dad at a particular time in his career. And then it was just like sometimes you can get kind of like drunk with success, man. Like you got too much success, man. You too good for your own good. Like it's like I don't know if I'm even saying that right. That nigga's just too skilled for his own good. Like, man, he just was too good, man. To where it's like now I'm just goofing off. I'm showboating. Floyd was just too good, man. He was too good. I mean, you can go back and watch Floyd's early fights right now. It's exciting shit, man. I mean, in Dongo or whatever that guy in Dom, when he fought Chavez, that was man, fucking lit ass fight. That one. Um, what other ones, man, was good? Of course, the Diego Corrales victory, the Arturo Gotti one. Like, god damn, like, how do you beat somebody ass that bad, bro? Like, that shit was ridiculous, man. I mean, the way he fucking beat Zab Judah, when Zab Judah was giving that nigga that work in that first 4 rounds, it was just, whew, I was like, damn. And I think Zab was faster than Floyd. Be honest with you, he was faster than Floyd and had more power. And when I seen Floyd turn that fight around, I was like, oh my god, this nigga, man, he on a different level, Like, and you can just tell Floyd knew in that fight um against Zab, like, man, this nigga gonna be giving me problems early on. It's like he knew. But once he got out of that, like that 4th round, it was just over. It was over. He made that nigga look like a kid after a while. Zab was fighting real good early on, though. I was like, this nigga can scrap. This little southpaw nigga got hands. And Floyd, man, with the white gloves in there, just was that straight right. And it was just beautiful seeing Floyd's work versus southpaws. Like, I was like, damn. Like, some of his best work that I seen him do was against southpaws. Like when he fought Zab, when he fought Guerrero. What other? When he fought that one guy, he was wearing all blue. He stopped the nigga with a body shot. I can't think his name. But Floyd just didn't show him so much damn skills, man, with his fights. I can't stand a nigga now, man. I can't stand him as a person, but I respect the nigga's skills. That nigga was a dope ass fighter, nigga. I don't know what's up with the damn video games and shit, why they couldn't put Floyd on the goddamn game. Maybe there is something out there that I missed, you know. Like, let me just use this nigga, bro. I'll be in the Philly shell all day. Like, nigga, counter, hook, straight, jab to the body, straight right to the body. Just embarrassing niggas on the game with him. Let me see. Charles D says they want to get inside with Spence. He says Floyd versus Gotti is a legendary beating, one of the most lopsided. Man, that was one of the most vicious boxing massacres I had ever seen, bro. It was like Gotti couldn't do nothing. He could not get away from getting hit. I mean, it was at one point the nigga, he tried to walk in a straight line. It was almost like when you get pulled over and you didn't had nigga hella drinks. Nigga walk this straight line. Then nigga walk sideways, man. I was like, oh nah, it's over, fam. Stop the fight. This nigga did the goddamn side shuffle on these niggas. Oh, Floyd versus Augustus. Bias says Floyd versus Augustus. Yeah, man. I used to love watching that. I used to watch almost every time that nigga would fight. He would be fighting, regular dump truck working ass niggas or some shit. But Augustus, man, he was just entertaining. He was getting hit too much for my liking, with the showboating and shit. But it was entertaining. Nobody says, yeah, Charles fighting Spence on the inside won't work unless you're naturally bigger than him or clinch him and maneuver him around. I think Sean might have a chance fighting the inside with Errol, man. I think if somebody's just as big as him or bigger, like Sean is a big welterweight. I think that's the only way Sean gonna have success. He ain't gonna beat Errol on the outside. He gonna have to have head movement and outwork Errol on the inside. Cause I don't think Errol gonna be trying to come in there body snatching and fighting like how he fought in all his previous fights. He gonna try to be super smart against Sean. And I think he has the ability to outbox Sean and make it a one-sided fight. But it just all depends on Sean, man. I favor Errol to win the fight. But I think Sean can definitely give him some problems. If he can make it an ugly fight, I think Sean can win. But if it's a clean outside type of fight, Errol gonna take over. Errol gonna take over. Because I think what we saw against Mikey, that's what we're gonna see from Errol going forward, man. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. This is why I didn't like what the fuck he said. He talking about, man, I don't, I'm back to bulldozing these niggas. Like, dog, you sound stupid, bro. You sound stupid. Like, don't vacate what's working. Like, you fought what they say. They say Mikey is an elite fighter, even though he's from a low weight class. But you showed that with an elite fighter, you can outbox him. So stick to that. Stick to boxing. Of course, if the stoppage comes, if you see an opening to knock somebody out, cool. But I don't think Errol need to be fighting like how he used to fight. Of course, fanboys want him to do that. But I just feel like once you was outboxing a guy, it was one-sided like that. It was just like, and you hitting him with flush shots and you hit somebody that many times, nigga, you should have knocked him out. That should have been a KO. And the nigga never buckled at all. Like, you hitting him everywhere. Head, ribs, belly, everything. I was just like, damn, what the fuck happened? We know though. I got a good idea. But he can still box. He don't need to try to try to outdog Sean. I don't think that's a good move for Errol. Errol needs to just box. Same way he did with Mikey, but just be smarter. Definitely don't let Sean on the inside. That's what Sean gonna really that's what Sean want to be on the inside. Charles D said they had to stop Chavez because he wasn't going to quit. Man, Chavez, that was a tough little motherfucker right there, bro. That was a good ass fucking fight. He was hitting Floyd with some shit. I was like, damn, this little nigga right here. It was like his combinations he was throwing. Floyd couldn't dodge. He couldn't dodge all them shits, man. He made Floyd fight in the pocket, man. And that's when Floyd showed me, like, oh, you know what? This nigga can really stand in there and trade, like get in that little shoulder roll shit, the Philly shell, and like, counter. That nigga started landing them uppercuts. I was like, damn. Shit. He was knocking Chavez's head back. Hit him with like 3 right uppies in a row. I was like, yo, Floyd, man, he make adjustments in there. And yeah, he might be hitting you with the straight right for a while. Then he'll see something else and hit you with another type of punch that you got to prepare for. And then when you're ready for that one, hit you with something else. Charles D said he called Zab a front runner and said he had no chin. Yeah, it was like Floyd knew, man. He did say that he was like, he a front runner. So Floyd already knew this nigga was going to be dangerous in the beginning. Bias says Floyd had to come forward or Zab would have controlled the pace and get off most work. Yeah, and it was dangerous, though. Yeah, Charbae was, Charles says Charbae Mitchell. Yeah, that's the other one I seen. That was a good-ass fucking fight or a good-ass performance from Floyd. Even though I seen Floyd in that fight, this nigga Charbae Mitchell hit that nigga with like 3 or 4 like punches Floyd was hot too. He was mad. Like, damn, this nigga just hit me with like 3 flush shots, 3 or 4 punches in a row, and made me, you know what I'm saying, jump back, you know, because he caught the nigga clean. But Floyd, he always seemed like he's just he more aggressive with southpaws. He comes to him. You know, the nigga really know how to fight them southpaws, man. Any style, really. Jordan Campini says that Fury getting KO'd is smart real. What do you mean? Something from a long time ago? I didn't hear nothing about that yet. Uh-oh. Somebody just dropped a vid. Sheesh. It is sparring though, man. Who the fuck put the video up though? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. What happened to whatever happens in the gym stays in the gym? Niggas be low-key recording these cats. There was like that one chick, what's that chick that was giving a lap dance? She was like, wait a minute, somebody recording? Shit. Fury got knocked down, probably got her like, hey, was anybody recording that? Nah, fam, you good. Upload. Yeah, Gus, I agree with you. He said Sean is not Mikey Garcia. Most definitely not. We talking about a legitimate welterweight, somebody who got a solid resume. You know, even his losses was tough fights. He was making it competitive, you know. So yeah, most definitely, man. Somebody says he's going to have to use some football tactics. Yeah, Sean needs to get back. Sean don't need to do what he did against Ugas and what he did against Danny. He need to go full-fledged, blue 22, hut, all the way the whole fight. Come in tip-top shape, you know, prepare to just nigga everything. Headbutts, you know, everything. You know, I'm not saying I'm promoting a dirty fight. I'm just saying Sean need to get back to being a dog for that fight. Because when I'm looking at Errol's last fight against Mikey, the little guy was backing up Spence. The little guy, like he was backing up against Mikey. I'm like, why you not walking through this nigga? Like, after the fight, you want to get around your niggas and shit, talking about I'm back to bulldozing these niggas. You should have did that in that fight. What happened? Like, why did you abandon your what's been working? Got 21 KOs by being normal Errol, nigga, walking through cats. Then you want to back up for the whole fight. And then when you was coming forward, it was ineffective. It wasn't really, I mean, it was landing, so it was scoring. Give you that. But it wasn't nothing that was hurting him. It was just shots he just couldn't avoid. He was just getting hit everywhere. So Errol was placing the shots, but I was just like, well, hey, you should have got him out of there, bro. AOBZ says Porter's declining every fight. He can't do football tackles anymore. That's a KO. I don't know, man. If his football shit don't work, he automatically lost. In my opinion, he not gonna just outbox Errol. He can't outbox Errol to me. You know, I mean, I'm impressed with some things that Sean do. Like I was impressed with what he did against Danny. I did not like what he did against Ugas. I thought Ugas won the fight. He definitely don't want to use that game plan to use against Ugas. He's gonna definitely lose. He's gonna lose. But how he fought Danny, I like what he did boxing wise in there because he mixed it up. You know, so maybe he can mix it up. You know, you gotta, know when to get on the inside, let your hands go. You know when to get back on the outside. You know, he does a little feints and stuff like that, throw the rhythm off of his opponent. But it's gonna have to be you have to go linebacker mode, man, against Errol. Because Errol gonna try to make it a pretty fight. And if it's a pretty fight, Spence is gonna just definitely Errol Spence is gonna have his way with Sean. Sean gonna have to, nigga, the game plan should just be ugly, you know. Ugly versus the truth, nigga. It need to be the ugliest fight he ever fought, nigga. I mean, his face, Everything. Punches, just wow. Like, nigga hit this nigga everywhere, fam. He needed to have it so rough for Errol, where Errol was looking at the ref, like, man, look at this nigga. And ref needed to be looking back at him like, bro, you better fight. You know, Sean needed to make it to where like the ref had to come in there and the ref shirt should be drenched with sweat by the time his fight is over. Because Sean is going to be working so hard. He's going to be making it to where Errol don't have no space to breathe. Because Errol going to need space. He's going to need to get leverage on the shots, man. He going to need distance. That's going to benefit Errol better. But if Sean can get past all them, you know what I'm saying, the jab and all that, the head movement and just working on the inside, I think he most definitely gonna have a good chance of winning the fight. Other than that, nah. Gus says Spence trainer said that Mikey is great when he has time to set up. So Spence stuck the jab in his face all night so Mikey couldn't think. AOBZ says when a guy is 2 weights smaller, I don't want to hear about outboxing him. He should have stopped Mikey. I agree. You know, I just don't want to shit on him all the way and say that, you know, it wasn't a good boxing display. It was a good boxing display. But along with that boxing display, I expected the KO to come with that. You know, to me, I'm just like, bro, you've been knocking out every welterweight, practically every welterweight you didn't fought. Before that fight, in 24 fights, he had 21 KOs, and he was on a 9-fight knockout streak. And then that ended when a little dude came up and ended that. You know, I can guarantee you 90% of the people that was picking Errol Spence to win against Mikey was not thinking decision. Some of them, though. Some of them. What up, Chin Smoke? Gus says, yeah, Floyd, no joke. Floyd moved up and beat bigger, stronger, younger fighters like Canelo, including fighters he wasn't favored to beat on a come up. Floyd was extraordinary, man. Floyd was extraordinary. I don't like I don't like Floyd as far as his personality and what he started doing in his late part of his career. But nigga, Floyd was the truth, bro. He was the truth from when you watching him early on in his career all the way up. That's the nigga that people need to watch, you know. As far as you want to learn how to box, be aggressive, knocking dudes out, so on and so forth, man. Floyd was that dude, man. I mean, some memorable fights, man. I mean, brought in excitement. The nigga would be in there, like, you know, exchanging with the guys too. You know, he changed up towards the little latter end, but you just seen the difference between when he was trained by Roger and then when he started training with his dad. He needed his dad at a particular time when he was really getting up there with them elite fighters, you know, in the welterweight division. Or you can say the more, you know, the more competitive fights at the welterweight division. But early on, between, you know, in the 130, 135, when Roger had that nigga beating niggas' brains in. Jordan Campini says, Porter has been getting trashed for his last fight. He needs to come out with a chip on his shoulder. He better, man. You know what I mean? He better. You know, I don't know what the fuck is this hold up, man. This fight should have been made, bro. And, you know, I don't be giving these PBC niggas passes, bro. You know, ain't no agendas. Them niggas, I'm not on none of these niggas' payroll. Fuck the dumb shit, man. These niggas should be unifying. Unifications, man. Unify. You know, we can't even, if I'm gonna talk about one side of the street loyalty, okay, y'all can't unify one side of the street. You know, they want to brag about, yeah, man, PBC got so much talent in this big roster. Okay, but when these niggas gonna fight then? When the champions over there gonna boss up and unify? What's up, Corey Lee? Umpire says, yeah, and Spence said himself he tried to stop Mikey. He just couldn't. He did say that. He said that in the motherfucking PBC on Fox YouTube channel. I was like, wow. So you really was trying to stop him. You just couldn't do it. Mosquito, what's happening, bro? What's happening? Yeah, man, y'all smash the like button. Even the ones catching the playback, man. Y'all smash the like button, leave a comment below. So, man, this is the latest in boxing, man. Once again, we got Lomachenko versus Anthony Crolla this weekend. Then we got Carissa Shields versus Christina Hammer this weekend. And we got to look forward to see what's going to happen in the future. I don't know what's going to happen with, of course, last week, Shakur Stevenson, the video got leaked out, footage where this nigga was throwing goddamn combinations on civilians, man. It was like, damn, Shakur, what are you doing? You can't just be out here doing it like that, bruh. But that did happen last year. They just now leaking the video. And it's just fucked up the timing that they leaked it because he got this fight coming up. So this is gonna be a test, man, mentally for him. Some guys, man, they can handle the pressure and the negative attention on them going into a fight. Some can't. Some niggas just cut different. I just seen Floyd, nigga. This nigga was facing jail time. Still went in there, beat the brakes off. What was it, Guerrero? And then did his time. Like, nigga, whatever. So some people can handle it, some people can't. And with him being so young, man, it's just like, I don't know how it's gonna affect him. But either way, man, I mean, I haven't seen him get in no kind of issues, no trouble since that incident. And then I mean he got all the right people, man, to keep him in line. But at that moment in time last year, that just was not a good look, man. That just wasn't the best thing, He's too skilled, man. He's too gifted. He got too much of a promising career to be allowing shit like that to happen. Jordan says, he said the whole fight build up, he will feel my power. Still waiting on that. He says, while the guy was on the ground, he threw some wicked uppercut. Yeah, man, he was throwing some crucial uppies on that dude. Made the dude just lean and fall on his face. It's like, damn, Shakur. AOBZ said, shout out to that chick in the video. Shakur friend got his ass beat by her. Yeah, a lot of people was damn, when I uploaded the video, everybody in the comments was like, damn, man, that chick ride or die. That's what's up though, man. She was like, man, you're not gonna just jump my nigga. So yeah, she was in there though. She had a mean grip on his food. He was probably thrown, he was just caught off guard. Like, damn, what the fuck? It was like a cat, nigga, just just grabbing your face and shit and just locking with the nails. Like, he's probably scratched all up and everything. Mosquito says, yeah, Arrow fanboys was trying to say he dragged Mikey to teach him a lesson. Man, please. He said he tried to get his ass out of there. He tried. That shit wasn't there, fam. That shit was not there. I was sitting there looking at this shit like, oh, man, hold up. Is it the 10th round? All right, man, he gonna get it. He gonna get this nigga out of there. Wait a minute, nigga. We about the 11th round about to end. Oh man, we going to the 12th. God damn, this nigga went the distance. But that's what I say, man. This is how fraud a lot of these fanboys is. These niggas was shitting on Terrence Bud Crawford for going 12 with Benavidez, right? And he got the stoppage in the 12th, right? He fought a dude that was bigger than him, taller than him, longer reach, undefeated, right? And then, but they shitting on him for going 12 rounds for Benavidez. Then little Mikey Garcia comes up from 135, and this nigga couldn't even drop him one time. He couldn't drop him one time. Mr. Ferocious, Mr. Man Down. The man was up the whole fight. The whole fight. But niggas don't want to talk about that. That's what I say, man. I don't fuck with a lot of these niggas because these niggas is frauds, bro. They're not consistent. They will not keep it 100, man. And that's how you can tell the difference between a fanboy and then just a real boxing fan. Somebody who's going to just call it right down the middle. Call a spade a spade. Something changed, man. Something was strange about that. 9 knockouts in a row at welterweight. Then a little guy, the lightweight champion, gets up in there with you. And you can't get him, you can't even drop him once. He didn't even buckle. The nigga didn't never even buckle, but got hit 350 times. I'm sitting there scratching my head like, yeah, it was a good boxing clinic, but what happened to this power that y'all been, what happened to all these 21 KOs? That shit just went out the window. Oh, was it 11 fights? God damn, I thought it was 9. What up, Travis says, come on, dog, we know what it is. They could put needles and pills and shit. I don't know. Like I said, I put up the footage, man, where this nigga definitely looked physically different, man. From USADA testing to VADA testing. That's all I'm saying. Maybe VADA was the kryptonite. Maybe. All I know is, whatever, the 9 or 11 fight KO streak, that shit was snapped. That shit was snapped, you know? And that nigga said, hey, man, I own everything, you know? If I catch you, I'm going to spark you. I didn't see the nigga get sparked at all. Niggas was at the house sparking blunts like, man, when this shit gonna come? This shit is depressing, you know? And usually when they say niggas just trying to box, for 12 rounds, it's a boring fight. Now, me, I don't say type shit like that. But I done seen niggas change up. They would be talking about like Keith, Bud, and all these other people that will box, right? And it may go the distance. And then they main guy, Mr. Man Down, the one that they just feel like, knock everybody out. He went the distance, and these niggas give it a pass. Oh, it was beautiful boxing. It was beautiful boxing, but you niggas is not consistent, bro. Y'all niggas is fake because y'all shit on everybody else that will go 12 rounds or go the distance, but then this nigga goes 12 rounds with a little dude, and he got a pass for it. I said, like, okay, it's checkmate, nigga. It's just checkmate. Just call it like it is, man. Y'all niggas is y'all the arrow protectors. Y'all niggas is arrow protectors, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into boxing for that shit. Just try to protect and defend the nigga, when they saying they gonna do something, they get in there and they don't do it. And then I can see something clearly changed, Come on, man. We ain't even gotta go into it. Nigga, real recognize real. Arsenal Manic says, to be honest, Mikey show he's a tough guy, took a beating well, to be honest. Yeah, he's a tough dude, man. He's a tough guy. Maybe it was Mikey that was just super duper tough, man. But you know what? I think a lot of his opponents was super tough, man. Super duper tough. So hey, maybe y'all saying that Mikey's is tougher than all those other 11 straight opponents, man. And he got a better chin and all that. But I think that Errol hit, and I'm almost sure Errol hit Mikey way more times than his last 11 opponents that he got knockouts on. Way more. Because those fights didn't even go the distance. We're talking about 350 landed punches. And a lot of that shit was clean shots. Yeah, there was some shit coming off the clubs and grazing, and he was kind of rolling with the punches. But there was some shots to where just like, if he had this super miraculous power, like even with the body shots, I was just like, damn, this nigga ain't got no, like, it ain't like Mikey had a goddamn nigga 6 to 8 pack like Earl be having when he testing with USADA and shit. He didn't have no shit like that. I'm just like, damn, he ain't even took a knee. Yeah, but I look at this shit differently. I've been paying attention. I've been staying current on what's been up. Jordan Campini says, Arsenal man says Deontay's brother is done for steroids. LOL. Big bro passed him a little package. No wonder he wasn't willing to fly over to London to fight. Would have been tested multiple times. Man, that shit right there, bro. That shit's ridiculous, man. You get stretched, swinging wild and doing dumb shit. You get your ass stretched, and then in your next fight, you get a first round KO, and then they test you, and then you test positive. But there you go. It's just not, like I said in that when I did that video, man. It's not a good year for the Wilders, man. It's just not a good year for the Wilders, man. I'm not impressed with the Wilders this year. You know, maybe Deontay Wilder will turn it around. Maybe we'll still see a mega fight in the near future, hopefully. But I just call it like I see it. You know, I'm not impressed with the Wilders this year, man. I don't like what I'm seeing. Jordan Campini says the difference is testing before and after fight, not that BS 2 months out. Mosquito says I'm going the easy route. Errol Spence. Why wouldn't I take the easy road? Easy Road Promotions. Easy Road Promotions. But he get a pass for that too. They giving this nigga hella passes, fam. But look, let somebody else say that shit. They'll nigga rip these niggas apart, bro. It'd be trillions of videos out on Keith or Terrence Bud Crawford or Sean Porter for saying, why wouldn't I take the easy road? What? These niggas would be, oh my God, they would be memeing the fuck out of Sean, Keith, or Bud. But it's Errol though. So these niggas is like, nah, nigga, he's just trying to be a pay-per-view star. Why would he? I mean, he's supposed to say that. He's supposed to say that. Errol's still the guy. Shut up. Y'all niggas are some fan-loving ass niggas, bruh. Fanboys. Disgusting. Just disgusting. See, that's what happens, though. When you're a fanboy and your favorite fighter switch up, now you got to switch up. Joe says, when Triple G broke Kell Brooks' eye socket, they said he beat up on a little man. When Spence went 12 with Mikey, they said it was a brilliant boxing clinic. They do it to themselves, man. I swear on everything, bro. That shit funny. That shit is classic. He said, when Triple G broke Kell Brooks' eye socket, they said he beat up on a little man. When Spence was 12 with Mikey, they said it was a brilliant boxing clinic. God damn, man. It's like you can't make this shit up, bro. This is when this shit backfire on them. When they start talking hella shit and all they want to do is hype somebody and be a fanboy, then they gotta get exposed and now they quiet. They on some quiet shit, man. You know what it sounded like right there in fanboy land? It's crickets. Shut that shit up, nigga. That's what I say. Look, and this is the thing about it. The main ones that's been talking the most shit, bro, has been getting exposed in this fucking boxing. You know who was doing the most, nigga, the most growling and all of that shit? Mr. Lions Only. This nigga over here, man, on some different shit. Nigga on some. That nigga meowing now, bruh. Hashtag keep running your mouth. What the fuck you talking about? You running your mouth too much, fam. I knew it, man. When that nigga jumped in on the ring on Jarrett Hurd, after that nigga's comeback fight coming off surgery, disrespecting that man, talking about this is easy work and Lions Only run boxing. I was like, nah, fam. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. You know what I mean? Because first off, nigga, okay, your ass came off a horrible performance against Trout, which is a leftover of Jarrett Hurd. And then your motherfucking ass got in there and got your ass outboxed and embarrassed in your headliner with your twin bro and got your WBC strap taken. Now what you doing? It's Cricket City. Cricket City, my nigga. These niggas need to stop talking that shit, bro, and just stick to boxing and let your hands do the talking. Let your hands do the talking for you because, look, this internet is undefeated, man. And these fanboys ain't going to be able to save you for the shit that you about to talk yourself into. Because when you're doing all this damn talking, niggas is actually paying attention like, yo, okay, you free smoke. All right. Oh, okay, it's going to be a man down. Okay, you're going to spark a nigga. Okay. Lions Only run boxing. Okay. Hashtag keep running your mouth. Okay. We looking for it. We expecting it. If you back it up, cool, salute. If not, we on your ass, nigga. We were on your ass. So it'll be the ones that doing the most talking. Even Deontay Wilder, I can't give him no pass like that, bro. You talking about I'm the baddest man on the planet, I'm a free agent and all of this shit, and whatever that he talking. And then when a nigga asks you a question, so what happened, man, with the negotiation with the zone? Well, Shelly Finkel, I'm Shelly Finkel here. I'm his manager. Well, what happened was, like, no, we wasn't asking you. We was asking, nigga, Deontay, okay? Mr. Bronze Bomber, okay? We was asking him. Who you again? I'm Shelly Finkel. No, we wasn't asking you, bro. Can Deontay answer, though? Oh, we get it. So he's not his own boss. He's not a free agent. Oh, okay. He only fights on one side of the street. Okay, I got it. Typical PBC shit. Got you. See, when you put the heat on these niggas and it's time for them to step up and do some real shit, call Al. Talk to my manager. I'm just saying. Niggas do all that talking, and then when it come down to it, when somebody really want that smoke with them, right? When somebody show up like, look, nigga, fuck the dumb shit. And despite whatever y'all want to say about Anthony Joshua only wanted to fight, because I heard that same ass whack excuse when Crawford asked Spence when they gonna fight, and then the same excuses that niggas was saying like, he only want to fight, Spence because he don't have nobody else to fight. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard, bro. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I could never give a nigga a pass for saying some shit like that. You only want to fight this nigga because you ain't got nobody else to fight. You damn right, nigga. You were the nigga I want to fight. The fuck you talking about, bro? There is nobody else for me to fight. You was the nigga. You the nigga I want to fight. I don't want to fight nobody else but your black ass, nigga. You. The fuck you talking about? Niggas got excuses when the boogeyman get pulled up on. Just saying. When Joshua actually was like, okay, nigga, fuck it. I'm ready for this shit. He not the baddest man on the planet. I'm the baddest man on the planet. I'm willing to prove that. I want to fight you. Let's get it on. Came back to the American market, set it on media platforms. They made an offer. The nigga declined. And when Deontay Wilder was asked about it, the nigga was Shelly Finkel had to talk for the nigga. I was like, oh, okay. Wow. Just saying. Of course, you got the fanboys that's going to defend this shit. Don't give this shit a pass. Not me. Because, like they say, keep that same energy. He didn't have the same energy, bro. When you was asked about that situation, you could have just used that same energy and let it be known what it was. All of a sudden, you can't talk. But then you see Dominic Brazil. Yeah, here come the energy back. Just like, oh, here we go. WrestleMania shit. Now you back. Now you got that energy that you was fucking concealing. Now that shit back because you got Brazil in front of you. So what we talking about, man. Arsenal Manic says it's embarrassing that 34-year-old man can't speak a sentence. Who? Jordan Campini says that was strange when he said, I'm gonna let Shelly ask. Man, that shit right there, bro. And once again, we talking about somebody who's naturally just outspoken. When you ask him a question, the nigga got a response, nigga, immediately. It's no hesitation. It's not like this nigga's what you call it, vocally impaired or something. Like this nigga can't really, you know what I mean, articulate well. This nigga, Deontay Wilder, is very articulate. Okay. I'm not saying he's the best talker like an Ali or some shit, but I'm just saying, like when Ali was in his prime, Ali can out-talk anybody. But Deontay know how to hold his own to this day. That nigga. So when all of a sudden you switch around and say, nah, I'm gonna let Shelly answer this one. This means you don't have an answer, bro. If you don't have an answer, nigga, I'm over here looking like, yeah, okay, whatever, nigga. It's a duck. It's a duck. That's what I hear. When I don't hear anything come out of your mouth when asked about an opponent who got more straps than you, who got more significant victories over you, and you getting ready to fight one of that guy's leftovers on Showtime for less money than what you were offered, all I hear is, that's it. That's all I hear. I just hear ducks, nigga. Duck season. Trav says Wilder the biggest fraud in boxing, 120 fucking million he turned down, and that was the initial offer. Could have gotten better. DAZN would have given him, if DAZN would have given him what they were giving Joshua, says DAZN would have given him what they were giving Joshua if he negotiated. I mean, I don't know what they trying to negotiate or whatever. I don't know. When that nigga that had no answers, I was just like, oh. Arsenal Manning says it would have been so great had Deontay signed the April fight. Would have been this month in front of world media in 90,000 screaming stadium. You can't say that you're the champion of the world and then when the biggest fight in the world, which is Deontay Wilder versus Joshua, is right there on the table. You can't make that fight happen, man. You know, and this is what I hate, man, about this whole mega fight, build the shit up type of energy. Like that shit is so trash to me, bro. Like if people was demanding a fight right now, let's get the fight. Niggas wasn't moving like that back in the days, man. It was like they gave us the fights that we wanted to see right then and there. We didn't have to fucking be talking about the possible mega fight that could happen for 3 years and shit, 3 or 4 years, and still not have the fight yet. You know, the fight should be already made, and we doing videos on the shit talking about who we think gonna win, breaking the fight down. You know, this is like the pre-fight thoughts and prediction of the shit, like of a fight that may not ever happen. Goddamn, PBC be doing all kind of ducking, nigga. That's what they be doing. That's what they be doing, and they be fucking hide behind, oh, only fight on this side of the street. Well then, nigga, whatever, nigga. Won't y'all fight each other then? You know, when I hear this, the fucking welterweights say that dumbass shit, and you got fucking 3 welterweight champions over there on the same side, man, I don't want to hear that. Y'all niggas ain't trying to fight nobody. You only trying to fight niggas, fights that you know you can win. Niggas trying to protect O's and trying to protect their straps, but talk a lot of shit. That's what I see. But in reality, what they doing is ducking. John Campini says, I agree, man. Wilder has been leading on his fans for 2 years saying it's going to happen. When the fuck is it going to happen? When niggas stop dick writing, bro, and start letting it be known, like, we tired of waiting. We tired of waiting. But you know what? It ain't no real channels out here like that, saying enough. You know, I'm like on my own little island, you know what I mean? Putting pressure because I'm a real boxing fan. Like, it ain't about the fuck if I like these niggas or not. Shit, I'm paying to fucking see these fights. I paid to see Wilder Fury. I didn't care for that fucking fight, but I paid for it. I've been supporting the nigga. When you gonna support the fans? Give the fans what they want. We giving you what you want. Pay-per-view money, attention, views. We doing videos on you to raise your awareness and everything, so we can help you become a household name. When you gonna help us? You know, there's not enough people pushing that, and they turn shit like this into hate. Man, fuck the bullshit. Like, I don't give a fuck about that love hate shit that y'all want to talk about. We talking about boxing. We gotta do what we gotta do to make sure that these fights happen. But these fanboys don't care no more, man. They don't want these fights to happen. They just want the fighters to just pimp the fans, do what the fuck they want to do, wait for these niggas to go live on IG or post something on social media so they can say, oh, Bomb Squad or Lions Only or Man Down, free smoke, strap season. Like, what are y'all, cheerleaders, nigga? The fuck? Y'all niggas on payroll? Damn. Some sucker shit out here, man. Y'all niggas don't owe these niggas nothing. Y'all niggas is starstruck. Fuck that. I want to see who gonna fight. Who gonna scrap? That's what I watch boxing for. Who's scrapping this week? Who's scrapping this year? Who's scrapping this month? Who's scrapping this week? You know, we got Lomachenko and Corolla this weekend. We got Clarissa Shields, Christina Hammer. They can fucking unify. Fuck these niggas in this damn, you know what I'm saying, this boxing shit. They ain't want to do shit. They acting softer than the women. Women trying to unify and be undisputed. These PBC ass niggas don't even want to fucking unify no more. Not even talking about undisputed. They don't even want to unify. Shit, I gotta get excited about Clarissa and Christina Hammer. Clarissa Shields and Christina Hammer. I gotta get excited for that. I'm not shitting on women's boxing, but thank you, ladies, for doing what these niggas will not do. Cause they fucking scared, or they fucking talking about this business talk, talking about side of the street, and they ain't doing shit on their side of the street. Peaceful as a motherfucker. You know? Ain't nothing popping off over there. Cricket land over there, man. Soft, man. Like, and these niggas sit back and allow the shit, condone it. They okay with them motherfuckers ducking. You know why? Because they just some fanboys, and they out here just like, yeah, free smoke, bomb squad. Fuck out of here. We can do that when these motherfuckers give us unifications en route to undisputed. How about that? Nigga, I'll yell that shit then. Maybe. If I feel like it. I don't feel like doing none of that weak ass shit right now. Them niggas ain't doing nothing for us right now, bro. Arsenal Manic says, you got to hand it to that Usyk guy. Never excuses and fights for the belts and legacy. He never priced himself out or makes stupid demand. So you could tell the difference between legacy fighters and fucking celebrity fighters. Some people don't even worry about if you're the most popular, how big your social media following is, and all that dumb shit. They like, man, who got the straps? I need that shit. I need that shit. Some of these niggas that's calling themselves like acting like they about these straps, man, get that shit the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear Errol saying nothing about no goddamn strap season unless he about to fight a nigga who got a strap. The nigga was at the weigh-in with a strap season hat on, and he was getting ready to face Mikey. Like, what are you doing? Are you stupid? Are you about to win a new strap? Because there's only one champion getting in that ring. It's the IBF champion, and that's you. Shit. It wasn't strap season, nigga. It was defense season. God damn it. What are you talking about? Ain't no damn strap season. You can kill me with that free smoke shit. It ain't nothing about fuck out of here. Ain't no free smoke. You know, you ain't giving us the smoke for free. We paying for this shit. And it ain't even the fight we want to see, nigga. You know, expensive smoke. Expensive secondhand smoke. Jordan says, I was a huge Wilder fan, but these past months had me question my faith. And you know what I mean? Like, me too. Me too. I was a Wilder fan. You know, I get behind my Americans, my American champions. But at the end of the day, that's not going to sway what's real with me. I'm going to pay attention to what's real. Who really is trying to give the fans, genuinely give the fans what they want to see. That's what it should be about. Who's the real people's champ? And I talked about that before. These motherfuckers ain't no people's champs no more, man. These niggas fighting for themselves. They trying to compete for the most popular. I'm more popular than you. We are caught up in this damn fucking competition between these motherfuckers with who was more popular, who has the most social media following. You know, let's see who the race to pay-per-view, who can get on pay-per-view first. So niggas is like super excited that Errol got on pay-per-view. Who gives a fuck, nigga? Who did he fight? Was that the fight y'all was really expecting to see? I didn't want to see fucking Errol face Mikey Garcia. I want to see Errol take over the welterweight division. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if Errol dominates and unifies the welterweight division. Great for that nigga. I would gladly say, nigga, you are the best, nigga. But you know what? We gotta put pressure on the nigga to do it because he don't want to do the shit. And some of you clown ass niggas don't even want to put pressure on him. It's strange to me. Like y'all niggas, y'all love this nigga so much, you just want to just let him just have back-to-back tune-up fights. When a nigga call himself Free Smoke Strap Season Man down. And we can't hold him to his words. I can't say nothing about Deontay Wilder when he say he the baddest man on the planet and he want to be one face, one name. And then when the opportunity comes, it's motherfucking duck season. Nigga, you can't make a sacrifice, fight on another side of the street or whatever, when the belt is on that side of the street, you know, because of your loyalty to a Shelly or Heyman and Showtime. But yet you your own boss and you a free agent and all of this shit. You know, you can demand Ortiz, but you can't demand Joshua. You know, these niggas, you know, they not gonna, I don't know, man. That shit is some hoe ass shit to me, bro. All that shit is some hoe ass shit. I don't give these niggas no passes for ducking. Jordan says, I don't want Showtime. It was only for boxing. Brazil ain't cutting it. I don't want to hear mandatory either. The WBC would have made an exception for the AJ fight. I mean, if Wilder wanted to make that fight happen, he would have, man. I honestly don't. I don't know if he's confident like that anymore, man. Fury was beating his ass, bro. See, I could say that shit, bro. I'm cool that they gave him a draw. Cool, nigga. You needed that break, cause Fury was beating your ass. Even when the nigga got up, he was beating your ass. He was. Maybe you was nervous because it was your first pay-per-view. You know, maybe you know, you underestimated Tyson Fury. That's your problem, nigga. That's your problem. Wasting all that energy on social media because Fury decided to go get a tune-up fight before facing you in a rematch. He don't fucking have to fight you, nigga. He don't, nigga. You wanted something from him. Yeah, he could. He took the challenge, right? And on my scorecard, that nigga should be the new WBC champion. And on my scorecard, but it was a draw. I respect the judges for the decision, but you want to say the nigga's a pussy and this, that, and the other, nigga? Hey, look, nigga. You didn't even knock him out. You couldn't knock him out. So blame your damn self, nigga. If you had you knocked him out, okay, you wouldn't even be mad. It would be nothing that you can say. The nigga thought Fury wasn't gonna get up in that 12th round. He over there showboating, blowing kisses to people in the crowd and shit, dancing. Nigga, stay focused, fam. Without the knockdowns, your ass got fucking schooled, nigga. You got schooled. Just saying. Mosquito says, I'm more excited for Shields versus Hammer. Yeah, bro. Real stuff. I got to get excited for that because these niggas don't want to fucking fight, bro. They on that whole shit. They don't want to give us big fights, man. You know? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Floyd, you know, Floyd's influence on the PBC, you know, him trying to hold. Man, I ain't putting on Floyd, man. Hey, whatever. Whatever, man. These motherfuckers need to take control of their own careers, man. You know? But like somebody brought up Usyk, I ain't got no issue with Usyk, man. You know, Usyk is a undisputed king at cruiserweight. People can try to talk shit and say, yeah, well, whatever. The nigga fought in a division where not a lot of people know about. So what? So what? We got a division where everybody know about. Welterweight division, they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit. So I might as well give credit to somebody who is doing something in the division that's not the most popular. But you know what? At least they all actually dared to be great. They all was willing to have a tournament, unify. Try to ask these welterweights to enter a tournament with all of them involved. Bud, Sean, Danny, Keith, Spence, all these top guys. Be straight up Cricket City, nigga. These niggas won't even answer the call. These niggas ain't like that. They don't want that smoke, man. They don't want that kind of pressure on themselves. You know, somebody like Andre Ward willing to enter the tournament. Like, them niggas get mucho respect, nigga. Mucho respect. Arsenal says LDBC channels made a video claiming Earl didn't want to stop Mikey. Yeah, man, yell to the fucking right. You know, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, look, that's the main reason why we not forcing these fighters to step their game up, because we keep giving them passes. Well, fuck the we. I'm not part of that we. You know, that's why now niggas don't fuck with me, because I keep that shit 100. I don't get these niggas no passes. I keep the same energy. Any fighter can get it on this channel. You know, this ain't about no goddamn hate. Nigga, I'm just speaking that real. Niggas is not staying consistent. You know, if we're not getting the fights we want to see, then fuck it, nigga. What's wrong with a channel saying, yo, I'm disappointed as a boxing fan? We the consumers, nigga. We are the consumers. We're the ones paying pay-per-views, giving these guys attention, doing videos on them, giving these guys promo, showing up and giving these guys interviews, uploading our content, you know, so that people can see the videos and be like, oh shit, okay. I didn't know that guy was, you know, that undefeated, or that guy had this fight coming up, or, you know, oh, I like this channel. Well, who's that guy? You know, internet, somebody can go viral, and if a video is done on somebody, a particular fighter, and it goes viral, guess what? You better fucking give credit to that channel. They helped your ass get more exposure. Your goal eventually is to become a household name so that you can make more money and you get more credibility, man, as a fighter. But you know what? These motherfuckers is unappreciative. You know, they unappreciative. It is what it is, man. I call a spade, man. Let me see. Jordan Campini says, Wilder came out and said, I don't want a 3-fight deal. I just want AJ, and I will sign the zone. And I will sign the zone would have made it happen. So if he would came out and said, I don't want a 3-fight deal, I just want AJ. I mean, it just don't even seem like he want AJ. I think his focus is on Fury. I think his focus is on Fury right now. You know? And just, it's, you know, whatever, man. I don't know what it is. Hey, but like I said, he didn't keep the same energy when asked about that situation, man. He's just he's very, very aggressive and energetic when asked about anything else. But anytime he had this, you know, decline the question and pass it on to somebody else, the Shelly guy, I was like, nah, I'm done. Nah, I'm done with that. I don't want to fucking, I'm not paying nothing pay-per-view with Deontay Wilder unless the guy is for undisputed. Unless for undisputed. I don't want to hear about Klitschko, nothing. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. It's time to man the fuck up, nigga. Figure it out. Figure it out. I'll let your fanboys, you know, fund your ducks. Let your fanboys fund your ducks. Arsenal says David Hay said Wilder had his worst performance. He was loading up and missing by a mile. He said Wilder is much better than that, and his jab is one of the top ones. You know, and like I said, that might be it, because he know that was a bad performance. But you know what, man? He never fought nobody like Fury. I give Fury his credit. And maybe he wants some get back because he like, man, I got embarrassed in my first pay-per-view fight. And I need some get back. I need to run that back. I need to run that fade back. And I can understand the frustration. Like, if you're in a tough fight, you feel like, damn, man, I could have really, this shit was a little too even, or man, maybe this nigga got one up. Y'all know if y'all been in fights and it was a little too close, like, man, we gotta run that fade back, fam. Fuck that. Let's run that shit right back. And the nigga not give you that fade back, then you hot. Especially if the fight was in front of the school or some shit, or in front of your homies. Like, nah, I gotta run that fade right back, bro. I gotta run that back. Fuck that. So, I understand his anger. If he just really want to run that fade back and Fury not giving it to him, but nigga, you can only control what you can control. You got another nigga like, you can run the fade with me though. You can take this bag and this fade, and I'll take that belt off you, bro. And you got to be like, nigga, you ain't taking shit. Give me the bag. I'm taking all of them shits from you, bro. That's what I want to hear that nigga say. But Fury was he shocked me, bro. I was like, man, this nigga. I thought he was just too slow, too big, and the layoff was gonna be the fucking downfall of this dude. Like, man, you about to get your ass stretched in 5. The same way I felt about Fury, I felt the same way about Mikey. And it did not go that way. I was like, what the fuck? I think I had the same prediction. Within 5 rounds, you're going to sleep. And it didn't happen, bro. Went the distance. Jordan says, Wilder not taking the DAZN deal makes the AJ versus Miller fight bigger. Wilder is killing himself. It's about like, it's what have you done for me lately type of thing. I'm sure I know that Joshua's not that big here in America, but I would say this, that I'm sure that people in America know more about who Joshua is than Brazil. Than motherfucking Brazil. Even Klitschko. Arsenal Manning says, I don't know if I began getting into boxing at the right time, but in the 90s and early 2000s, they were all having multiple fights. Tyson, Lennox, Holyfield. That's one of the golden eras, bro. The 90s and the early 2000s, man. Some of the golden eras, man. Also says, you're right, though. Not many fighters like Fury around. He's a natural mover and can make most opponents look bad in the ring. Maybe should give props to him, too. I give Fury mad props, bro. He made Wilder look stupid. Just keeping it real. He made Wilder look stupid. If it wasn't for them knockdowns, he just looked flat out stupid, nigga. And that's credit to Fury, man. Fury was putting his hand behind his back, tongue out, just toying with the nigga, bro. It was an easy boxing clinic, bro. It was easy. But credit to Wilder, he's a guy that you got to be 100% perfect for the whole 12. Because if you slip up, you will be on mat, looking up at the damn lights. That's the type of scary power Wilder has. But still, what I saw in that fight, I was just like, damn, bro. See, a real boxing fan can, even if you are a fan of somebody, you can just be looking, you can look at the other opponent like, man, this nigga fucking him up. This nigga is outboxing the shit out of this nigga. Shit, when I watched the motherfucking Jermell Charlo versus Tony Harrison, I knew it was gonna be a tough fight, but when the fight actually happened, I was like, oh shit, this nigga Jermell getting fucked up. He getting his ass out box, nigga. He trying too hard. He loading up. He trying to knock the nigga out. Tony Harrison in there smart. He boxing, jabbing the fuck out the nigga, counter punching his ass. Hitting him with different variations of jabs, counter straight right, making the nigga backpedal a little bit. I was just like, so I could call it like I see it. Niggas be so emotionally invested in one guy the way they can't even fucking give credit to the other guy for what he doing if he have success against the guy that they like. I'm just like, whatever, man. Y'all niggas is weird, bro. This is boxing to me. May the best boxer win. That's why a lot of niggas got a wake-up call. These casuals don't know what the fuck they watch. Casuals don't know shit about boxing. Because if they did, they wouldn't be so damn hype about somebody getting knockouts every fight. You know? That ain't boxing, nigga. Anybody can KO somebody. Anybody can knock somebody the fuck out. A midget can knock a nigga out. Not everybody can fucking box, though. Not everybody understand the skill set, the sweet science. You get in there with a nigga that understand that shit, got them gloves on, 12 rounds, you better be ready. And you better not just be looking for the KO. Because your strap could be gone at the end of the fight. Jordan says, that's why the legends are saying it's now soft. It's soft nowadays. What happened to the baddest men on the planet? These heavyweights have no clue what baddest man on the planet means anymore. They are content with their belt. Man, these niggas are soft, bro. They are. They are. You know, they are. I mean, Tyson came out in a statement and says that the difference between him and these fighters now was that he was a killer. He said these niggas are businessmen. These are businessmen. These are not killers out here, bro. These niggas is not like that. They're not about that. This is like the WrestleMania type shit. You know, WWE or something. You know, come in there, you know, the interviews, talk a good talk, get the fans and everybody excited and riled up. And then when it's showtime, when it's really go time, you be like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, are we gonna really get this shit? Are we gonna get this mega fight? Because see, look, when it's the real shit, get ready to crack off. You know, it's the biggest fight of your life, and your ass can get stretched in there, and you can lose your belt, you can lose your fans, you know, because a lot of these casuals, they just gonna gravitate to the next guy. Anybody been talking about Jamel lately? You see what I'm saying? Before the nigga lost, it was nigga video probably every day on the nigga. Even Jamal too. That when they did that man card, I had a feeling though it was gonna be some shit. Cause when them motherfuckers missed that test, I was like, oh, what the fuck? It was like kind of it was a down slope right there. And Jamel got his ass beat, and then Jamal got away with one. You know, I'm glad one of the twins was able to hold on to their strap. You know, I actually kind of like Jamal. I mean, definitely better than Jamel. Jamel just fucking arrogant. You know, but yeah, man, they just businessmen. But that's really all I got, man. That's enough flame for this episode 4 of the latest in boxing with your boy Black Horseman. For once catching playback, man, y'all leave a comment below, smash the like button or the thumbs down if you dislike, and y'all just let me know what y'all feel about, man, what's been going on in boxing. Don't forget, we got Lomachenko fighting Anthony Crolla this weekend, and also undisputed matchup between Claressa Shields and Christina Hammer. Don't miss it. I'm the Black Horseman. I'm out.